In this video, I'm going to give you 3 quick tips on how to be more respected as a man. So we can't control the way other people treat us or feel about us, act towards us, or things they say about us. We just can't control all those things. But it's also true that the way we act usually causes other people to respond towards us in a certain way. That's why some men are generally more respected in general by other people compared to other men who maybe just generally get less respect or people have a lower opinion of them. Point 1, a real man makes commitments and follows through on commitments. I do think one reason we struggle as a culture with making commitments is because commitments take you out of the public eye. When you're committed to a certain cause or to your family, you got a wife and kids at home, and you've made a commitment relationally to somebody, it takes you out of the public eye. You don't have the same freedom as you will when you don't have any commitments. When you make a commitment, you can't just join every sports league and go out every single night of the week and on a moment's notice go out and hang out with your friends at the bar. You aren't able to go to everything that you get invited to and do everything at a moment's notice. And so in a way you miss out on social activities. You kind of disappear when you make commitments. So you won't get as much public praise from people, but you will have a deeper impact on those people that you've committed to. When you commit to a local church, when you commit to a certain ministry, or like I said, you commit to one woman and then you have kids and you commit to that family, you're not going to be out there meeting as many people, but you will have a far greater impact on the people that you've committed to, and you will have those people have a deep respect for you. So one reason guys don't get respect is because there's not a reason to give them respect. Like, why would someone respect you if you're not sacrificing for them, if you're not serving them and doing what's best for them? That's when people get respect. When you do things sacrificially and you're making an impact for people respect you. If no one respects you, it probably means you haven't committed and aren't making a deep impact on anybody. Lastly, on this point, it's one thing to make commitments, but then you got to follow through on those commitments. When you do what you say and you just do it, you show up, you're there, you're on time, and you do it, people respect you. But on the flip side, when you say you're going to do something and then you bail and you have an excuse of why you don't do it, the level of disrespect is heightened. Like, it's so bad for your reputation when you say you're going to do something, but then you don't do it. Point 2 is not really a tip for relationships per se, but more so when you're in a position of leadership, and more so when you're like maybe in the workplace. You have to follow through on your warnings. So again, relationships, if you're making a lot of warnings to people in relationships, you're probably doing something wrong. But when you don't do what you say, other people aren't going to do what you say. So, for example, if you're a parent and you tell your kids, hey, I'm going to give you a timeout if you do that again, and then they do it again, and you don't give them a timeout, they're not going to listen to you if you're not listening to you. They'll start respecting you when you respect what you say. If you do what you say, other people will end up doing what you say as well. And again, this isn't like relationship control where you should do this in relationships, but if you're the boss, if you're a leader, if you're in charge of something, or you just need to get something done and you're in that position, and you want respect from those people, you have to follow through. You can't make empty threats. And again, I'm not saying you be dogmatic and you don't make a lot of threats, but it's just about enforcing the rules. So if you're the boss and you say, if you're late one more time, I'm going to write you up, and then they're late and you don't write them up, no one's going to respect you. No one's going to listen to you. You're going to actually be causing more people to disrespect you because they know you're not actually going to do anything about it. So maybe a better way to explain this is to say you have to be a man with boundaries. If you don't have any boundaries in your life and you're willing to just let people walk all over you, they're not going to respect you. If you're just a pushover, then you're going to get pushed over. So this, boundaries is a good relationship tactic and a good relationship skill to have. If you don't have any boundaries and you let people just walk all over you you, your girlfriend, she says she's going to be there and then she's not there, and you just never say anything about it, you never stick up for yourself, you're not going to be respected. So it's about having respect for yourself. The last thing I'll say, point 3, you want to be respected, you have to surround yourself with respectful people. Like I said in the beginning, you can't ultimately control the thoughts, feelings, and the way people speak to you, the way people treat you. That's out of your control. What is in your control is the choice to be around certain types of people. If you continually place yourself around disrespectful people, you're going to be disrespected. So if you surround yourself with respectful people who are high caliber, high character people, they'll show you respect because that's the type of character they have. So this one is really about discernment and choosing your friends wisely, choosing your relationships wisely. So it's not all on you to be respected. So if you want to be respected, you have to be around respectful people. Well, again, I'm Mark from ApplyGodsWord.com, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos that we're putting out every week.